Hey everybody, welcome to the 2020 season for F&B Landscaping. We normally have a employee kickoff and we get everybody together and have a barbecue and go through all this stuff with a big group, but under the circumstances of the coronavirus, we are not able to do that. So I'm still going to go through a few things with you guys today and introduce you to our company. For those of you that are new, this is just a quick introduction. For those of you that have been here for a long time, you've probably heard some of this, but there'll be some new information as well. So I want to go through it. So let me show you what we got going on here. We'll get this started. We are in the middle of getting going, getting everybody out. It's first week in April and things are starting to grow. So maintenance got going this year. Got off to a good start last week, and landscaping has been going for a couple weeks now, but pretty soon here we'll be all together again, and we can hopefully have a mid-season picnic or something and get to know each other a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to go through this with you. So this is the kickoff for the 2020. We're going to do it virtual this year. So if you have questions about this, you won't be able to ask me during this talk, so just think about your questions, write them down if you need to, and then you can get with me or Lonnie later and we can go over some of the questions. So we have done, I'm going to give you a little bit of the company intro today. We have done a company handbook talk as well, so hopefully all of you have gotten that. You need to read the handbook, but then if you would like to follow along on my video where I go through and touch the highlights, you can do that as well. So make sure you're doing that. Every employee will have to sign the handbook in the next probably 2 weeks, so make sure you get a copy of that if you have not been given that already. We're going to go over our leadership team in this video so you can get to know who's who. Since we're not getting together on a daily basis or weekly basis, some of you may not recognize some of the leadership team, so I want to make sure you know that. And then we'll go over a few of the yard things in this video as well. Just to get started, state of the company. So 2019, last year, we did $2.6 million in sales. We averaged about 35 employees through our peak season. We service about 50 to 60 commercial customers on the maintenance side. We also mow about 100 plus acres of city parks each week. So that's a lot of grass to get cut every week. So it's pretty impressive. We also, on the construction side, we installed 1.6 million in landscape installation. So some of that is residential work and some of that is commercial work, but that's a lot too. $600,000 in maintenance is what we did last year total. That's mowing and enhancements and everything. 2020, we are projecting to do $3.1 million in sales. So that's about a 20% increase total. At this point, with coronavirus stuff that's going on, that may be down a little bit, but to be perfectly honest with you, I think we're going to get through it all and get all our work done, and we probably are going to be real close to that 3.1. So that's kind of where we're at this point. We are projecting to be back about 35 employees this summer, peak. That includes office staff and field staff. We're going to still service about 50, I'd say 50 to 60 commercial clients. We are going up on that number as we speak. We still have our city parks, so we'll be mowing those 100 acres each week again. Big difference this year is we're going to go from 1.6 million in landscape installation to 2.2 million in landscape installation. So that's a big improvement, big increase that is. And so hopefully our weather will cooperate and this coronavirus won't get worse, and we'll be able to get through and get that done because we have basically sold that much work already. That's a really good thing. We're hoping to take our maintenance from 600 up to 650 this year, even with the issues we're going through right now. So hopefully that'll work out as well. We're going to continue to get better in our yard storage and organization. Every day we talk about that and how we can get it better. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see, please let us know. And we're always continuing to improve the look of F&B Landscaping. That's our branding, our look, our logo, all that stuff, but mostly it's what our trucks look like and what our team members look like when they're out working. So we're constantly trying to improve that. Our mission here at F&B Landscaping, we we have had this for the last few years, and it's a really good one. It's one that we really are committed to and feel really strongly about, and that's building and maintaining great landscapes while growing great people. So we prefer to think of ourselves as growing great people, and landscaping just happens to be the vehicle that we do that with. So that's kind of how we look at that. We take that very seriously, and we really want each and every one of you to grow as a person, as a professional, definitely as a landscaper, but mostly as a person. So hopefully that happens through this process of you working with us. And we hope that, you know, whether you're in landscaping 5, 10, 15 years from now, hopefully the things that you learn while you're at F&B Landscaping will help you with wherever you end up or whatever you're doing. Primarily, we hope this is not a stepping stone for you. We hope you're making a career out of landscaping, and we hope that you're a career F&B person. So that's our goal. Our vision is to serve our community while continuing to grow a sustainable and profitable landscaping company with passion and enthusiasm to be the best in town. We definitely want to be the best in town, and the way you get there, I think, is by being passionate about what you do and doing everything you do with enthusiasm and just a positive spirit. So hopefully we have done that on the leadership side, and hopefully it trickles down and you guys feel the same way about it. Because I know for me, I'm extremely passionate about what we're doing. I'm really excited about what we're doing, and I'm really happy to have each and every one of you working for us. I say that all the time, but I mean it. We cannot do this without you, and it's a real honor to have you working for us. There's a lot of other landscaping companies out there that you could go work for, and we really appreciate you coming to work for us. We've got core values that are really important to that process: teamwork, stewardship, professionalism, quality, and integrity. I'm going to go through those one more time: teamwork, stewardship, professionalism, quality, and integrity. So let's talk about those. Teamwork, the effort of a group of people to accomplish a common goal by working together and supporting one another. It's basically like a basketball team or whatever, a baseball team. It takes each and every one of us has to do our job, but we have to do it together, and we have to help each other out. So that does mean, you know, one division might help out another division one day, one manager might help out another manager. It's about the company, and it's about getting all of our work done and getting it done together. So hopefully you're seeing that as you work here, but if not, then we need to work on that together again. So let us know. Stewardship. This is one that's really important to me. It's probably one you'll never see another company have as a core value. It's kind of unique to F&B Landscaping, but basically stewardship is taking care of what we have been given, the careful and responsible management of landscapes entrusted to our care. It's a number of things that factor into that. Our customers trust us with their money. They trust that we're going to spend it correctly, and we're going to give them the most value for what they pay us. They're also trusting us on their property, that we're not going to damage other areas that we may not be working on, or even their neighbors or anybody around them. That goes for commercial properties as well as residential properties. It's also, you know, a little bit about the earth. I mean, we've been given water, clean water, air. We've been given dirt that's allows us to grow things in. We have to take care of that. So not doing things like dumping oil all over it, and, you know, just being a careful steward of what has been given to us goes a long ways. Also, what our company's given us. You know, we've invested a lot of money in equipment over the years. Taking care of that equipment and being responsible with it is very important. So being a steward of the equipment that we've been given is equally important. Next one is professionalism. Cultivating a workplace through a courteous, conscientious, and business-like manner. So professionalism is really what it's about to be a successful company these days. Customers are expecting workers of any kind, of any trade, to be professional. And landscaping a lot of times has a reputation for not being real professional. And we don't want that image in our company at all. We are extremely professional. We do everything very carefully, and we want the image of professionalism to leak out from us, and that everybody that sees our company out working thinks, wow, there's a professional landscaping company. That's our goal. And how you do that? Well, a lot of it comes down to quality. Quality is a degree of excellence, performing work at the highest possible level. So we don't do subpar work. We do high quality work. And that's what our customers expect, and that's what we deliver. Integrity. Integrity is knowing and doing the right thing even when it is not acknowledged by others or convenient for you. So somebody's not watching you work right now, but you know you've got to do the job right. You're doing it for the purpose of integrity, not for the purpose of getting accolades by somebody watching you or seeing you. So making sure that you do the right thing regardless of who's watching or who acknowledges it. There's a right and a wrong, and we prefer to do it the right way. This slide's a little out of place, but we'll talk about it anyway. So tracking the numbers. So the way we get better as a company is by analyzing our numbers. And the more we can analyze our numbers, the better profits we can have. And again, this company has to be profitable for all of us to be successful in it. Better profits mean better pay and added benefits. So the more profitable we are, the more we can pay each other, and the more equipment we can have, the better everybody's lives will be. Plus, I can have more benefits in the company. So we as a company together, using our teamwork, need to strive for profit. It's a slow process. So, we got to work together on tracking the numbers. That means clocking into, when you clock in on jobs, you're going to need to clock into what your managers want you to clock into. Those tasks you're clocking into are what we're tracking. So it's important. And we have to work as a team to reduce our time and our poor efficiency. Time is our single biggest expense. Payroll. Hours on payroll are the company's biggest expense. So we have to be efficient with those hours and get as much work done as possible in the given number of hours that we have in a year. LMN is our time tracking software, and it's also our job costing software. So it's really important that you get to know LMN, that you do it accurately on your phone, and that you're giving us correct numbers. It's very, very important. So again, those core values again, that slide was a little bit out of place, but teamwork, stewardship, professionalism, quality, and integrity. Just so you can kind of get to know who everybody is, I apologize for the bad pictures, but I am Tim Stevens. I'm the president and general manager. I founded this company, and I've worked in every aspect of the company. I've done just about everything there is to do in this company I have been a part of. And so if you have any questions, I can typically try to help you. If not, I know where to get the answers. Lonnie Longnecker is our director of field operations, and he's also our commercial construction sales person. So Lonnie, not only does he basically run our operations on a day-to-day basis throughout the whole company, but he also does our commercial construction sales. So he wears a lot of hats in this company, and you'll see him all over the place. Lonnie is really, he's the person you need to go to if you have any concerns or any questions about anything going on a day-to-day basis. Lonnie should be able to help you answer those questions. Misty, she is our office manager, and she's going on her third year here at F&B Landscaping. Misty's really the center of the hub of the wheel, if you will. Everything revolves around the wheel, all comes back into the hub, and that's Misty. She's our office manager. She's our HR director. She's director of first impressions, some people call it. She answers all the phones. She does all of our scheduling. Misty really is the hub of our company. So you'll see her in the office. If you have any questions about paychecks or HR issues of any kind, she's a wonderful resource to take advantage of. Keith Hess, been with us a long time. Keith also has worked in just about every aspect of the company. The current position he's in right now is construction project manager. So he's working directly under Lonnie and Carlos on the construction side. However, again, Keith has worked in most departments in this company. So he has a vast amount of knowledge and expertise in a lot of areas. So he's a good person to go to as well. But he primarily works on the construction side as of now. Carlos is, again, he's also worked in just about every aspect of this company. Right now, he is in charge of residential design and sales. So he is our head designer and does all of our residential sales for design build. So he's out visiting with customers most of the days, but he's also a project manager on a lot of his jobs as well. So again, but Carlos has been in irrigation and maintenance, and he's done it all. Carlos has done everything in this company. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask Carlos as well. Deanna Ray. Deanna is our brand new maintenance operations manager, and she's also our safety coordinator. Deanna just started with us this month, and we're really, really excited about Deanna. She brings a lot of experience and a lot of enthusiasm and passion, as we've talked about, to the company. Really excited to get her going and see what she can do. I'm really, really excited about having a maintenance operations manager who has the kind of experience that she has. But I also mentioned she's also our safety coordinator. So she's going to be overseeing our safety program. She definitely can lead by example when it comes to safety. She's going to be eventually here coordinating our new employee safety training programs. She's going to really be pushing safety on a day-to-day basis, more so than we've ever had in the past. And she's also going to help us with, compliance and OSHA. She has her OSHA 30 certificate, which is 30 hours of OSHA training. It's very, very impressive to have that. As far as the operations manager side of things goes, she's been doing it about 18 years, so she has a lot of experience. She's managed contracts as large as $1 million. Hard to even imagine $1 million maintenance contract, but you have to have your ducks in a row to be able to manage a contract like that. So that's pretty neat. She's also got 5 years of intensive OSHA training. As I mentioned, she's got her OSHA 30. She also was a Site 1 manager, Site 1 store manager. So it didn't used to be called Site 1. It was John Deere Landscapes, but she did that for a few years down in Texas. So she's got a lot of experience and knowledge on parts and a lot of different areas in landscaping besides just maintenance. She's also had her irrigation and pesticide licenses in the past. She's won multiple ALCA awards in maintenance, which is really exciting. And she just takes a lot of pride in her education in this industry. So, and definitely one of her passions is water conservation. So pretty cool. Safety committee for 2020 is obviously Deanna Ray, myself, Tim Stevens, Keith, Danny Espinoza, Ben McGard, Frank, and Antonio. If you need anything as far as safety goes and you can't get a hold of Deanna or myself, please find any one of these people as well. They are on the safety committee and they can contribute, and they will let us know anything that needs to be addressed. Just a little quick talk about safety. You can see I put this up every year and show everybody, but the claims go, they're from the previous year. So our insurance is based on the previous year's record on how we handled snow, and slip and falls are a big part of it, but also any of our claims. So you can see here, in 2011, we didn't have any claims. 12, we didn't have any claims. 13, we had one claim, and it added, in 14, it added $7,500 to our policy. And again, in 14, we had one. It added $8,000. In 15, we had 7. It actually added $36,000 to our insurance policy. In 16, it got better. We had one claim, and it didn't add anything. In 17, we had 2, and it added $4,500. So it was starting to get up there. In 18, we only had one claim. It was a minor one, and actually it reduced our insurance premium by $15,000, which was really exciting. Even better, in 19, we had 4 claims, but they were minor ones, and it actually reduced our policy by another $20,000. So that is really exciting that we're headed in the right direction on that. Just a couple things about our fueling station in the yard. It's really important that you guys, there's no smoking around the fueling station. Absolutely no smoking. We don't have fueling cards for remote gas stations anymore, so every truck has to be fueled up at the fueling station in the yard. So please think about that as you're leaving the yard. Make sure you have fuel. Ideally, I'd like you to be doing it when you come back into the yard. We have a couple big tanks. One is for diesel. Make sure that goes in diesel trucks only. The other one is unleaded, so that goes in all of our unleaded gasoline trucks. It goes in a lot of our equipment that we use. We also have red dye diesel, which is off-road diesel. That is in the yellow tank on the south side of the fueling station. That's for things like skid loaders and any piece of equipment that's diesel that does not run down the road. And then our green one is also mixed fuel. So that's for any piece of equipment that runs two-stroke gas oil mix. So it would be blowers, trimmers, chainsaws, stuff like that. We do have a fueling up policy that you will see in the handbook, and you will need to check off on that. If you're a driver, you'll have to go through that process and get signed off that you did acknowledge that. Basically, we just need to be real careful with the fuel, make sure the valves are turned off, the locks are back on, and the hoses are inside the metal containment tubs. So please read this and follow it as closely as you can. GPS tracking, we just follow our trucks as best we can. It helps with improving our route efficiency, reduces waste time. We do use it for checking on maintenance for trucks when we need oil changes, things like that. So don't be surprised if we talk to you about that. I do find out if you're speeding or if you're aggressively braking or accelerating too hard. We do get a notice of that. So just drive carefully, drive slow, and take it easy out there. General yard stuff, just drive slow through our yard and down the dirt road in front of the yard as well. Just please help us with that. That's part of that is management of the relationship we have with our neighbors. But it's also our trucks. The harder you drive them down that dirt road, the more they get banged up, and vibrations can cause taillights to go out, things like that. Pick up the trash. Please keep all our piles in the yard as organized as possible. Park carefully when you're parking in the parking lot. Be respectful of other people's cars, so don't park too close, leave room. Also when you're parking your crew truck, just, leave room there too, and try to do the best job you can. If you need a spotter to back you in, please let us know. Motorized pieces of equipment need to be stored inside. So blowers, trimmers, anything you're using, plate tampers, stuff like that needs to go inside one of the bins at night. Make sure you replace any of the tools that are checked out at the yard. That's really important. Also, just as you're walking around, pick up pins and nails and stuff that can cause tires to go flat. I feel like I can pick up a handful every time I walk through the yard. And if we're all doing that, it'll help us all out. As far as the employee parking, like I mentioned, it's really tight. So just be careful and be conscientious of other vehicles. There's a few things that differentiate F&B Landscaping. And I think one of them is just that we do things a little different than other contractors. Kind of goes back to our core values. We care about our people, and our people care about their jobs. And I think that shows, people watching us from a distance see that. So want you to know that. Also, I think it's the details that we provide our customers. We do care about the details. We clean things up very carefully. We park respectfully. We drive respectfully. All of our trucks are labeled, so people know who we are. So think about that while you're driving. Also, I think we go the extra mile. We do the little things that other companies may not do. We help in areas where we can, and we do the little things. Like picking up trash, maybe helping a neighbor out while we're working on one of our clients if the neighbor needs a hand. So think about what the minimum expectations that you would expect from a company, even just like a restaurant. What are the minimum things you expect? And then what would be going above and beyond that? And that's what we want to look at with F&B. We want to think about the basics, but then we want to go above and beyond that. That's about it for the kickoff. If you got any questions, please let us know. Basically, I just want to say thank you for being such an awesome team. We've got some of the best, highest qualified people we've ever had right now, and the future is really bright for this company, and you're part of it. So really appreciate that, and we look forward to the year to come, and a lot of good things for us are coming up here with F&B Landscaping, and you're a big part of that. We're excited. We're disappointed about the coronavirus and what it's doing for us right now, not being able to do this face-to-face, but good things are coming. Times will pass, and I'm really, really excited to have you here with us. Thanks a lot, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.